I don't think they
Infiniti's cost that much.
Yeah.
Oh, the service.
They're not foreign like that. I think they like.
Yeah, I don't think them bitches cost that much for that.
All this trash. They had that high ass maintenance and they trash.
A Benz, $150 a watt.
Yeah, that's not my price right now.
And don't fuck around had that Schedule A or Schedule B.
And that might be the low end.
That boy Joe got an Audi, a Benz.
And he got all the money.
Apollo.
I tell you, big dope dealer.
A priest.
Cop car. That nigga the cop called King.
Old school.
What happened to that thing? Everybody I know had a Caprice, got that bitch stole.
Hey man, what's your love for cop cars? You had the Caprice, now you got the Impala. What's next?
I had the Caprice because I wanted to fake me a dope boy. But, I mean, they a goddamn reliable car.
That nigga playing with T.I. Money home.
Cars and clothes.
I'm telling everybody I know had a Caprice. That bitch got stole at one point. Box or bubble.
Oh yeah, no hoes must just been easy to steal.
I still want me one of them Bookham Impalas though. That's I'm gonna get me
a 72.
One day. I don't think it was a 90 something.
Oh.
The one Bookham had. It was
96. Oh, you talking about with the shift on the flow?
Mm-hmm.
But I used to want a 96 Impala so bad. But the problem with them hoes were extra high. They don't never.
They still high.
Like Apple,
even now, them hoes high. Right.
They still like 10, right now.
That bitch like a MacBook, and it's hard to get the 96. The 96 got the shift on the floor. 95 got the
Bookham.
95. You can kind of get them 96s. Yeah.
I'll take either one of them. The body looks the same. As long as I can get it to look like the Bookham, I'm good.
Yeah, that bit loud.
Yeah, them hoes loud. I don't even lie. Them hoes about time.
One of these days, when I get a little old, I'm gonna turn to an old man for real. I'm gonna go get me an old school. I'm gonna give me like a 72.
I think I want me.
I want the 85. I want the 85 Monte Carlo.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go back and get
brown shit was so live.
Yeah,
brown shit was live.
One of them was live before.
I think that was a 95. Had a 95 Camaro.
What happened to brown shit?
95 Camaro with the T-top. The red. Totaled my shit.
Did I think eventually? That nigga shit reminded me of that Desert Banks. Cause every time we drove that bit, you ain't gonna sell it. Every time we pulled up somewhere, it was a nigga. You ain't gonna sell it. How much you want for it? You be knowing damn well you don't want to buy this damn car.
Right.
Not at all. And if I give you a price right now, you ain't gonna buy it right now.
What's crazy is, now that I think about that shit, I done did that shit before, just out of conversation. Shit, what you want to do? Sell it. You know, damn well, I ain't got $5 in my pocket at the time I asked for it.
How much you want for it? I'm gonna holler. I'm gonna get back with you.
Y'all lingo change when you be talking to certain people, like old schools.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
what you say now? It ain't
got about 8 different lingo: old school, work lingo, at home with the kids lingo, talking to your mama lingo.
Right.
My favorite is the old school lingo. What you say now?
Right.
Ain't nothing.
I don't know it.
Hey, to be fair though, I think we that old school lingo. That's us. We them old school niggas. Every time I pass, I always hit them with, "How you doing now?" Damn, I'm 58 years old.
Because
how you doing now? What you doing now? What you say now?
Yeah, how you doing?
Think about it.
Doc, everybody doc.
With the same
how you doing,
lingo.
Doc?
Chief, if you say chief,
what's up, chief? Chief or Doc? I don't know when the fuck I incorporated that into my vocabulary.
If you say chief, you got to be goddamn.
Yeah, you knocking 60.
49, goddamn.
You got them CO.
49 up.
You got them CO slippers on. If you say that, Doc and Chief CO slippers.
What's up, Chief?
How you doing, Doc?
Oh no, not bad.
Yeah, so here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 86. It's Sunday, June the 14th, man. This month already flying and gliding. We in this thing, man. We still zooming. Alabama, man, the numbers is not looking great. I don't know if it has anything to do with more testing or if the numbers just getting worse. But either way it go, we still quarantined, man. As always, thank you for all the people on the front line, the nurses and the doctors who are on the front line doing everything they can, man. Been another quick week, but we back in this thing, man. We got a pod to give y'all, man. Where we at with it, Hoop?
Y'all think it's possible to go back to fully quarantine? Since numbers going up everywhere, for real. Y'all think it's possible to go back to fully quarantine?
Yeah. Might. And you know what? They always warned at the beginning that if we didn't handle this right, that would happen.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I think
more disastrous than just doing it early and doing it for your 6 to 8 weeks right out the gate.
Right. That's why I think for me to do it, me personally, it's easy to do. I think I can easily adjust and just stay back in the house. But I don't think that society is going to go back to being in the house locked up on quarantining businesses and governments. And
they said Americans is tired.
Yeah.
They have quarantine fatigue. I was like, man.
Honestly, fool, I actually felt it. I'm actually kind of scared now that I did it because of the last couple of days, niggas been getting out for real. With the numbers going up, nigga, you take your precautions, you wear your mask, you still stay away from people, but even still, that shit's still kind of in your head. Yeah. Thinking of that shit. But as far as the week, man, the week been cool, man. Me and my boy got together, you know what I'm saying? We 97% perfected our crawfish recipe. You know what I'm saying? So me and Can't Get Right got together. That was Thursday, was it? Thursday.
Who did Joe Crawfish coming soon?
You know what I'm saying? We're going to open that shit up. We're going to open that store up right here in Calera. Come on.
We're going to see. We're going to see.
Right, but we did that, man. That was cool. Then
y'all still going to be trash.
Nah, you hate. We just got to get somebody else to run.
As long as y'all don't have no grill, y'all good.
We niggas eat it. Niggas gonna talk about it.
I know somebody else ain't gonna clean the grill.
Most definitely.
That nigga got 2017 barbecue still on there.
We gonna have to hire
a scraper, nigga.
We gonna hire somebody for
that. You upgraded, Joe.
Shit, you better upgrade them gates.
Yeah, it's just time for
whatever you call it.
Off a new grill at this point, G. But we did that, man. Friday got out, you know what I'm saying? Went supported black business. Bought me a little fresh t-shirt from my boy Rick. Pretty dope shirt. He got a lot of little stuff going on, man.
Where y'all bought that shit from? Where y'all
got it from
Rick
him? So easy. I got it from him. Man,
I hit him up.
I went to his crib. That nigga bougie, man. That nigga, you know when your apartment complex all white, you bougie. Yeah. I went over there on the south side and went pick one up. He taxing for him, but it is good quality. You know what I'm saying? It's good material. It's a good product. You know what I'm saying? So that's why anytime he has something, I'll try to buy it. And I want some more.
I saw this meme this week when you say he was taxing. It reminded me of Can't Get Right. I meant to put it in the group. It was saying, y'all support black businesses. And then it say fish plate $45. And it said me. And they had the face of how the nigga was looking when you look at the fish plate.
$45.
Let me back up.
You know, Can't Get Right. Be quick to say, man, that shit too high, man. Fuck that. I tried to support them.
Yeah, that nigga live off a happy hour, so anything else is way too high. But then yesterday, man, got out, man. Went to a few protests, a few silent protests, the way that I prefer it to be. That's my type of scenery. Went early that morning, went to a parade.
Silent protest.
Yeah, it was silent, man. It was calm. It was
memeing.
Yeah, memeing. Memeing. That's a new guy. Yeah, they making social media memes. That's what they were doing. But no, it just meaning they're not breaking shit and causing chaos and just
dance protest.
Peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest. That there. I said silent disco. Like a silent disco, ain't it?
And then they gonna have a nerd to call me talking about a meme. Triple damage,
but I went out there. I went to first that morning. I went to the parade. Parade was straight, pretty cool. Then I went to Avondale for like a protest of the arts or some shit. Then I went to Gardendale. And then the one in Gardendale really got to me because the young lady who was speaking, man, she just was everything. It seemed like she seemed to say just touched you in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the protest, not what is it? Not silent, but not silent,
non-violent.
It was peaceful, non-violent. But as far as her speech, you know what I'm saying, it spoke volumes. So that shit that was pretty dope to go and see, man. How about you, Todd?
Right on, man. Got out of the house too, man. Like I said, prior to us recording, we got out, man. I think everybody at this point is quarantined out. Like the weeks running together, the days just exist now. You don't even know what day it is half the time. You know what I'm saying? You just get up and you just know it's the next day. But we got up and we went downtown. We visited the mural Hooter.
Mirror.
We went down there. You know what I'm saying? We took Taylor down there, and where else did we go yesterday? Shit. We just was floating. We went, got something to eat. Taco Mama. We ate Taco Mama. I seen Rick. Got my shirt from Rick as well. Shout out to the boy and his company. Varsity is a flower. That's what it is. Yeah.
Shout out Rick.
Yeah. Shout out the boy. But that's pretty much it, man. My day yesterday.
You dap anybody up?
Honestly, no, I didn't, because I didn't run into anybody that I knew.
What about Fresh? You dap Fresh up?
No, you hit him with the elbow. How you going there with the boy? How you see
I
that? You go in there, man. Like,
but he was tearing your ass up. That shit was so funny.
I went in there Friday. Just hollered at him because me and Grace had walked around the south side, and I had something in the trunk. I ain't leaving there, so I set it in the shop. But I give my man a big bow. Hashy flashy, give him the hashy flashy bow.
He said anything to you?
He was like, I get it, man. I understand. Especially because we from the crib. He do everything. We from the crib, so we got a lot.
I'm telling you, Fresh is Saturday. Fresh is a caterer, because the first thing he told me, man, you and Hooter y'all just dang, man, what's up? Especially Hooter, where he at? And I told him, he like, man, he from New Orleans, man. It's bad there, but it ain't that bad here. And then he flipped it with you.
Yeah. Because he told your ass up Saturday when I went in there. He told your ass up Saturday. So, that's what it is. Joe, you look like you had a good day yesterday, too.
I did. The curfew was lifted, I think, Monday. So that was cool. Can go out after 7. But Thursday, me and my boy Hoop had our crawfish boil. Shit, I think I left here about 2-3 o'clock. Like, fuck it. We out. And went on to the auntie house. Always good to be around family. Grill master came out, of course. And
which grill?
Trying to catch up with Hoop, but he was man. They had some. They was a little fancy over there, like
they had
oysters, chicken wings, party wings at that.
Did you still go out there though, fool? Or you just say fuck it?
Nah, I was only going out there to holler. What I'm saying, to holler at you. But Hooter was in the wind. That nigga hit about 4 protests yesterday. He was
protest king, protest king yesterday. Got there. I almost went to another one this morning. I tried to find a black ones, fool, but no matter where I went, it had a lot of white people, which I'm not mad about. But I just really wanted to, be around the niggas, to be honest.
But I wasn't gonna break it up. But Hoop tried to explain being black to me. He was like,
I had to.
He was like, I'm going to Gardendale. I want to be around like my own people. Mm-hmm. And then he just kept explaining. I was like, who the hell understand that?
Well, you got to hear the way you kind of responded. It kind of made me feel like I had to explain. You like Gardendale. I
can see why he would say that if you say I want to go around my people and then say Gardendale.
But I don't know. The person who I got it from, they was like, it's a big one over there. They're going to be out there. So I'm like, okay, let me go.
Was it a big one?
No.
It wasn't 8 people out there.
It was super medium. but that's why I heard the good feedback from the young lady. So it was cool. Gotcha. I got a good message.
How was your week, Stop?
Nigga like to forget, didn't he? I'm proud of you though. It was a quick week, man. I'm telling you, like these weeks be flying by, like Todd said. It just you look up, it's Friday again, which I don't really mind because I be liking to get back to the pod. But it was just a quick week. I ain't do nothing. Still doing house shit around here, man. Me and the girl finally got out yesterday a little bit. We moved around the city a little bit, ran in and out a couple stores with our mask and shit on. We was kind of looking around, observing, because she don't really too tough. She ain't really, working home. She get her groceries delivered, so she ain't really too tough going in and out of stores that much. But we just kind of was watching everybody who did or didn't have on mask, and it was kind of cool to finally get out the house, man, a little bit, but still not too much. Because anytime you go to moving too much, you be kind of like Hooter said, you be over there like,
it should be your head.
I might have went one place in a minute.
Did I catch it in Walmart? These motherfuckers will not wear a mask. Like, what do you have? I don't get. Like, why won't you just put a mask on? Like,
it's
I get
open
it's your right not to wear one.
It's wide open for them.
It just depends on what kind of information that you get, because some people say that, like, Being in the house, being quarantined for weeks at a time, not being around anybody, then going and putting on a mask is not building your immune system. And that, if you just going past people in passing, you don't really have much to worry about. So I guess maybe that's why some people leave off their mask. But
and did the CDC recently say like asymptomatic people you can't catch it from?
Man,
they change that shit.
That's gonna change. That's gonna change next week.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna just put my mask on for them little few minutes. I gotta walk in the store and walk the fuck back out.
I think I had my shit on outside, just walking around outside. Mine is on.
Man, I put my mask on and be looking at people crazy that don't have theirs on, but then I mess around and forget mine. Like, damn, everybody looking at me like I'm crazy.
I keep one in the whip.
Yeah,
keep one in the whip at all time. One in each whip at all time.
Well, I was talking to somebody, man. They gave me a little feedback on the pod, and one of the things they said, and before y'all chime in, because I know y'all really defensive about y'all shit, they was like, it's just like, it's so mundane right now. It's just the same stuff. And I was like, hey, motherfucker, have you looked around and seen what's going on and what's in the works and all the different stuff that's happening in the country? Is really hard to find anything outside of this. And to me, the issues that are going on right now are super important. Mm-hmm. So,
we sorry, know what I'm saying? Love and hip hop not shooting right now. We can't talk about that.
Right. It ain't no sport, right? No, but we did see some sports this week. Boxing was pumping and jumping, but
I ain't get to watch it. So he dominated. My boy dominated.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was just it reminds you of when Mayweather get in that groove and everything he swing just hit. Mm-hmm. It was one of them.
You became a fan? Kangira, you became a fan?
I did. I did. Never knew anything about him. It's like when Mayweather finally let his hands go about that 6-7 round. Yeah, he come out first round like that.
It don't matter where Buddy was moving, he was finding them. Body shots and head, but he was working that body for real.
Kangira, where you get that shirt from?
Courtney got me this shirt. It's from God is Dope. You can't really see the God is Dope.
I can see it.
I see it back there.
That's it.
Yeah. But
that's online. That's a store.
Online.
It's online, and they cheap. They're like $8-9.
I need to rack up on me a couple.
They might be white on because it's so cheap.
I feel you, Joe. I feel you.
Well, jumping in, man. We saw in Louisville. We talked about Breonna Taylor and everything that happened with that situation. Everybody by now is familiar with that situation. But it looks like it was some victory this week to say, in a sense, that, and we talked about this here on this platform and things that we think, that was ridiculous from the time we first heard about this story. But it looks like that they're going to ban no-knock warrants. That they're going to do away with them and they no longer going to have no-knock warrants. So we just hope that transitions over to other municipalities and jurisdictions, to get rid of the no-knock warrant. So I don't know if y'all saw that. We talked about it, but
my boy brought out the municipalities on y'all niggas. I have a question about that. What was ever the purpose of a no-knock warrant?
So you don't have a chance to grab your gun.
But but if you know that person's in there, where they gonna go?
I think it was just the element of surprise to try to get them, catch them off guard, get what they thought was a dangerous suspect off the streets and things like that. But with everything, it's unintended consequences. And in this case, we saw it. You go into the wrong home, and that's horrible. At least now if you're going to serve a warrant, if it's no knock, you got to announce your presence. Because if you at the wrong house, I can come to the door. Hey, I'm calling. Hey, I'm about to step outside this door. I don't have a weapon or nothing. I'm gonna walk out, but I don't know who the fuck y'all looking for. But it ain't me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then that way you can avoid situations like what you saw with Breonna Taylor. And I don't know if y'all saw her mom. Was on Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. I watched it.
I watched some of it.
And to watch it, man, that story is crazy.
Yeah, that should be hard to watch that lady just get lied to the way that she did. I had to man, like that shit hurt my feelings.
Like, man, y'all ever got to run around like when you call them like a phone company, or you need to call here, you need to call that. But like for that to be like, I don't know what happened at my daughter's home. And for people who don't, know what we're talking about or don't see it, y'all need to go, watch it. But for you to be at your daughter's home and you see all these police, if you just got a call from her boyfriend saying she been shot, and then to get there and have to wait, man, she'll be like, oh, well, when he came, it was like 11. And then the next time she'll be like, oh, but when he came back, it was like 2. Like for hours and hours and hours. Could you imagine the agony and the anxiety and the pain that you got to be feeling, not knowing what the fuck going on with your child. You can't get the boyfriend back on the phone, man. I just couldn't imagine. And I don't understand why they would do a human being like that. That's just crazy.
Yeah. It's definitely some shit.
It
didn't make sense at all for them to do it the way that they did. And not only that, it's just like initially they sent her to the hospital and they never even took the body away. That shit was so crazy, bro.
That is so crazy, dog.
They told this lady when she pulled up on the scene initially that they had and took this girl to the hospital. She get to the hospital and she wasted another 2 hours there, and then they finally say
the hospital for 2 hours.
Right, and they say, "Well, we have nobody there by that name." So, like, I don't know what they were trying to do or what they were trying to cover up, but that shit, the way they did that lady, that was foul, bro. Nobody deserves
that's like to me. That's like a form of torture.
It is,
right. And so, like you said, Stock, we got a little bit of relief that they got rid of the no-knock warrants, but we need some warrants for these people arrested.
Yeah,
like that ain't enough. Like I get you got rid of that, man, but you got to get rid of them just for the way that they're treating regular humans, man.
I seen Trans Lee post. He was like, "Today is such a beautiful day. The birds are chirping. It's a perfect day to go arrest Breonna Taylor." Yeah,
that was dope.
He's right. Beautiful day to go do that shit. Like, exactly. It just, again, the problem that people be just always having is you just don't see the same energy when it comes to police officers. Sometimes, again, like we say here, we don't think it's all police. We don't think all police are bad. It's just when people have committed crimes, when police have done things that are wrong or illegal, hold them accountable. And that's all people want. Right. You can change a lot of this situation by simply holding police officers accountable for actions that they make. I don't care that they didn't mean it on purpose or that they didn't try to do it or whatever. I don't give a fuck. If they did it, it's a crime. Hold them to the same account that you would hold a regular citizen. That's all people want.
And we sorry, Stock listener, for sounding redundant, but the shit keeps happening. So we have to keep on talking about it.
Man, y'all had said Breakfast Club made me think about Charlamagne had a homegirl named Jazz Waiters, Jazz Fly. Mm-hmm. She was very successful woman. I started following her because she was just fine. But then once I started following her, I was like, damn, she dope. Mm-hmm. But she was a writer on This Is Us, Kidding, What Women Want. She did, what's my man out of Houston? Jay Prince. She wrote Jay Prince's book. Mm-hmm. And she committed suicide last week.
Yeah, man.
And you just never know rest in peace. You just never know what, people going through. And and I wanted people, her friends, like, they saying, like, I think I could have done more, but somebody was like, well, you could do. Maybe they didn't want you to know that. You know?
And to the point, it's one of y'all said it before, so I don't want to, take credit for your shit. I'm giving you your what you do in school, your citations or whatever. I'm giving you one of y'all niggas credit, but
niggas give me a ticket.
$88, nigga.
To the point of people and us saying, like, how we be like, man, it's not that bad being at home, and I kind of enjoy quarantine. I think one of y'all said before that, like, we got to remember that home is not the refuge for everybody like it is for us. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't know what that Queen was dealing with. And I'm not going to pretend to know. I don't want to sound ignorant, but, I just thought it made me think when thinking of her, of all the people and the issues that they're going and dealing with. Sometimes going to school for, school age kids, or going to work for people who are in bad situations at home. Maybe that's their way to get away from that stuff, or actually working. Like if you're an actor or writing, you know what I'm saying? Things like that, that might be a refuge in getting outside the house and actually doing your job. And when you can't do that, sometimes you face with the realities of your issues and your problems. So again, I don't know what she was dealing with, but I saw that, and that was just a sad story, man.
Yeah, and that's something. The first thing that came to my mind is, I know that's another Stock listener. That's another redundant thing that we've been talking about a lot lately. It's just mental health, man. Like just make sure, if you can, make sure you're mentally healthy, man. Because that's probably the most important thing you can be, is mentally healthy if you're able to. But then that's still hard to say, because you don't know what some people are dealing with. You don't know, even if they're trying to be mentally healthy, if they can, or if that's their well-being, mentally healthy. Who knows?
Somebody said, like, who do black men talk to about their mental health? And one of the comments,
the mirror.
Nah, what the comments?
For real, fool, the mirror.
For real.
For real.
Man, in the mirror.
Like, think about it. We've talked about it numerous times that most times we feel like we're the ones who can help ourselves with our problems the most. And we'll use this as our therapy, but even sometimes we don't come to each other with the stuff that we come to ourselves with.
Yeah, I agree. But I do think I've thought about this shit a lot. And I'll say, and maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I think within our friend group, I do think we got a good outlet of people that we can kind of talk our shit through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it's on the receiving end or me sending it out, goddamn, even if it's in the group message, this motherfucker, goddamn, get on my goddamn nerves.
Yeah.
We got a nice little sounding board where we can kind of get that shit off, whether we do it in joke form or not.
But one of the comments was like, whoever I play Call of Duty with.
Hey, that nigga on the other side, like, damn, this nigga ain't got.
This nigga don't know
life going on there, dude.
Yeah, he don't know me. Maybe he'll be a
tell you some shit that you could tell that they ain't had nobody else to tell.
And you be like,
just walk up and start talking to you.
Like why me?
It's been a complete stranger before.
Right.
And I was just like, and in the moment, I recognized the power of it though. Like I recognized, like, this person can't have nobody to talk to about this.
Right.
I mean, you see it and it's alarming, but yeah, in that moment, you kind of, much as you want to be like, man, shit, I got my own damn problems. But you're like, damn, they don't have nobody to talk to. And I say this all the time. We are blessed to have friends like this. At our age, not too many people really got friends like this for real. You've been a fell out over some dumb shit and stuff like that, but you do have people, but everybody don't have that. And especially around this time when you can't even see, maybe your coworker was at relief, but you ain't seeing them and stuff like that, and you don't have that routine. It's tough for people out here. And shit, dealing with COVID and racism, shit. Yeah. Like, fuck you want? What the fuck you want me to do?
That is the beauty that is the beauty of our group, though. Like, I mean, even if it's on the back end, you know what I'm saying? It's something you just, on some personal shit, you just don't want everybody to know your business for whatever reason. You could just hit somebody up and they'll honestly listen or either tell you some sound advice. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think it's been like that too. Like even though we have the group, I think it's been point in times where you'll go to more than likely each person individually because you know who you can talk to about what as well. So as a collective and individually, you know what I'm saying, it's a good group to reach out to.
Right.
Yeah,
don't reach out to me. I ain't for it.
We know.
Yeah.
I actually want to start a new part of the pod. We got Who the Logic, we got Dumb of the Week. I think it's time we add some little extra to it. And this is I said it, but I'm sorry. And this goes out to all the people who keep saying the dumb ass shit. And in 24 hours, they're magically sorry. I'm going to give this to Starbucks. Starbucks, you dumb motherfuckers. This ain't Dumb of the Week. It's just, I said it, but I'm sorry. Starbucks, and I'm talking about it probably might have been in 6 hours, said that they was not going to let anybody wear Black Lives Matter apparel or attire, any employees, only to come back the next day and say, you know what?
Wear that shit.
Wear whatever you want.
Uniform, you can put it on your uniform.
Some people was mad, but to me, like, and I probably wasn't supposed to find humor in this, but I thought it was just so funny. Like, some of them people right now walking on eggshells. They don't know what to say, how to say it, how to formulate it. And I couldn't help but to kind of laugh about the shit. Like, you don't have this billion dollar company. You don't have one person to say, hey, let me tell you, that's not a good idea. So Starbucks, look, if you're looking for somebody, please hire me. I'll help y'all. Y'all call me. I'm gonna tell y'all, hey, don't say that shit stupid.
Don't say that.
The person in that position is not a person of color. They
hire the dummy.
They can't be
not a real one. Hey, hey, H&M. Hey, H&M. Don't put a little black child with some monkeys on them.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm telling you, with all them big companies, I think it's what, 4 of us. we could all have a high seat on the board.
Oh yeah.
Maybe one of them little 6-figure salaries that you paying the motherfucker who can't seem to know that that's not right.
Y'all can just give us one vote, one collective vote. We'll come together as heads together and make the right vote for y'all.
And I'm gonna be so simple with it. I'm like, hey, that's stupid what y'all about to do. They gonna tear y'all ass up for that.
Motherfucker.
And like you said, we can't find the humor. You don't know how you found the humor in it, but shit, we gonna do the same old stories. We gotta find the humor in something, goddamn.
Man, speaking of just people come like being sensitive and like not, I found people are going on the other side of it, of like some of these corporations, like Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam no longer have guns in new Looney Tunes cartoons.
They not Elmer Fudd.
What the fuck is Yosemite Sam gonna do without a gun?
Talk about it. You can't talk.
Elmer Fudd.
He can't talk about it. Shit, you don't know how to talk.
And I'm glad you brought that up because that make me think like I see a lot of overcorrecting too, and that's to my point of it's a lot of people don't know what to do, how to do it. Like you seeing people try to change every goddamn thing, and some stuff is not even important to the cause of what. Like, who are y'all talking to make these decisions and choices? Like, some of that shit ain't got nothing to do with the greater cause of what people are trying to get accomplished. I don't know. That shit's just kind of weird to me.
Like canceling cops. Usually cops, to be honest, it was usually like something funny. Like Live PD. I never watched that. But they trying to cancel Paw Patrol. Like I guess one of the dogs is a cop.
Man,
so they want to get rid of him.
They better not cancel that shit.
This becomes a tough subject. I say that because it's a lot of times people have their platforms, and we amongst each other we'll talk about it. Don't misuse your platform, but then you also, me personally, I'll look at it from the other side. Like when you say don't misuse your platform, is that also like saying tailor your speech or calm down your speech? Or that's kind of like the same thing to me in some instances. Like, yeah, you said something stupid, but that's their platform to say something stupid. So if we're gonna not be sensitive, we got to not be sensitive to all things in that aspect.
Well, I just a little pushback. I just think it's different. I think when, like, I see a lot of athletes and stuff, like, at one point when they're younger, they be like, man, I ain't signed up to be nobody role model. You might didn't, but you are.
Right.
So, therefore, you need to understand your power and your influence that you may have, even though you might not think that you should have to do that. I think sometimes when you amass a certain amount of power, and I'm going to get to this later with Lil Baby, because he talk about it in that song. He realizes now that I have a power and an influence. And when you do that, you should use it wisely. And I think it's good that people recognize I should use this for the good instead of using it for the bad. Because it's easy to manipulate and mislead people to do wrong. But I think it's something to be said by an individual who recognizes that power, recognizes that influence, and try to do it to help the masses, not just the few.
Agree. I agree because I was using my platform to talk about Lizzo, and I was wrong for that. but Lizzo getting in that gym, she about to be fine in about 2 months. So
you saying your criticism kind of helped that out?
Yeah, you welcome, Lizzo.
So you saying using your platform wrongly helped?
Hey, I had to be the martyr. But hey.
I said that. I get it because me personally, I never want to use my platform in the wrong way, and I always try to speak in a positive manner. Yeah. But then also, I guess some people are stupid, and I ain't gonna fall them for being stupid.
But you know something, Huda, it's not. It's not even a situation where you say or do something stupid, Huda. It's just a situation of you being a man. If you're not putting all of your dying faith in one individual or man, and you are an independent thinker, but you're following this cause and you see the good in the cause in which they're following this individual with, I mean, it's good in that aspect, but man is gonna let you down because they are just like you, human. Everybody makes mistakes. It's not about, okay, he made a mistake, so I don't rock with him, period. Unless they did something like punch you in the back of the head or, you know what I'm saying, stole some money from you or something like that. See, that's different. But if who did make a mistake and he was wrong about, like T.I., for instance, let's say T.I. T.I. went on record recently saying that Atlanta police ain't like that. And then you had something that happened in Atlanta this week. We ain't getting into that, but you know what's happening if you follow the news. If you're not living under a rock, not everybody's going into your head like you spoke too soon. Like, how the hell you supposed to know that was gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to me. But needless to say, man,
so
me make mistakes just like everybody else.
What I take from that is going back to what Stock said. I'm gonna be quick. Going back to what Stock said, like, no, you didn't sign up to be a role model, but you are that role model. And to me, that tells me what you're saying. To me, what I took from that is, yeah, you're a role model, but know what to take from that role model. Know that you can't take everything from that role model. You as a human being, as a man, you got to know how to pick and choose what to take from that role model.
I have another section of the podcast I want to bring up.
Everybody got a new segment. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it just came up. What the fuck is Todd talking about?
Damn. Tell him, Todd. I got it. Tell him what you got.
I mean, if you
was anybody else a little confused?
No, I kind of got him.
I got him because I listened to the full segment, sort of say.
Okay, maybe I had stopped listening.
You did. I think you did.
Okay, because this is a little rocky. It's a little rocky at the start. Okay.
Yeah, I just think that we in a time where you can't. Mistakes happen faster. You see what I'm saying? So like, you don't have the luxury of being able to come back a week later and apologize or give a couple of days and make a statement, because a lot of these things, like we've talked about before, is happening on a live podcast, or it's happening on a Facebook Live, or it's happening in a live press conference,
a radio show.
Yeah, and it's happening on somebody's cell phone being recorded. So your mistakes are happening right then and there. And I think we, as people, as society, we starting to not be tolerant of mistakes that we're all gonna make. Sometimes,
and that's why I don't like that though. Because we're all going to make it. We're all going to
make mistakes.
And like a lot of times, like a lot of the times we're coming from the heart and we're speaking our mind, and we mean well by all things we say. But then sometimes we're going to fuck up, and we don't want to be fucked up for those mistakes at all times.
Yeah. And a lot of times we stand on what we believe, and it just doesn't mean that you have to agree with it. We can agree to disagree, and we can still get along. That's a large part of what's going on today. Why people don't like each other. Lord,
and I hate another thing, that we live in a world that always has to be I guess perfect. Correct all the time, in a sense.
You gotta be perfect.
It's something to be said if I, like Todd said, I agree to disagree. Like, I respect your opinion. I don't feel like that, but I respect your right to have that opinion. We don't have, like, now it's almost like if your opinion is not right to the masses, then it's wrong. And that's why I told you now, I have learned just by watching and observing that some things, if I don't have anything that adds sometimes, and I'm not saying that you shut up just to appease people, because if I'm strong enough about it, I'm going to speak my mind. But I think sometimes if you don't have anything that adds sometimes to the masses, maybe you should shut the fuck up and just let it be.
little humor, side note, but to that note, within your household, how many times has an argument started over agreeing to disagree?
100%.
What's today's date?
Can you agree to disagree at home?
Hell no.
Hell no. It's the right or wrong, Daddy.
If you want peace, you got to agree to agree.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so funny.
I tried to stop an argument. I was like, all right, let's sum up this argument right now. Mm-hmm. I'm wrong. You right. Blah, 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 blah. Can we finish? Can we move on? Do we still have to have this 30-minute conversation?
You hit it with the blah, blah, blah?
Because that's what it's going to be.
I'm glad we went here. I got something for y'all, man. So I don't know who this young lady was, but I'm pretty sure y'all ran across it too, because I think I put it in the group. But she says this young lady was being interviewed, and she says that her man should make double what she makes. And if you're broke, and if she chooses to deal with you, she's gonna belittle you in that relationship.
I take that back. She's not stupid, man. It's okay. She has her preference. Like, for real, she has her. If that's what she prefers, then that's what she prefers.
So she's saying that if the woman makes more money, that she's gonna belittle the man.
She said she's dealt with broke guys in the past. It didn't work out in her favor.
That might just be her personality. You know.
But the only thing about that is, so if the guy makes double what you make,
he'd be like, "Shut the fuck up."
For him to belittle you, yeah,
right, exactly, and that's why I was gonna go. So
that's okay. Is it okay for me to have hoes?
Exactly, right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double the money.
Since I make double and triple what you make, I'm gonna have hoes, and you just do what you do.
Stop. Double the money, double the hoes.
Yeah, if I make double what you make, that means I can have 2 more hoes.
The double make twins.
You know what I'm saying? If you gonna think like that, I can think like this.
But to answer your question, I mean, to me personally, I told you I don't care if she make 200,000 and I make 30,000. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there are certain things as a man and tools that you come with, that you're equipped with, that you bring to the table that are needed, regardless of how much money she makes, and carry yourself accordingly. That's all I say.
Dick dry this car.
And
you kill that spider. You kill that spider.
And when she hear that bump in the night, she not gonna be like, oh, I made double. Let me see what this bump in the night is.
Hell no. Man, that's just to me, man, that's just a crazy way of thinking. To me personally, that you put a number on things when it comes to relationships and a unity and y'all coming together, man. So shit, I want my woman. I hope Grace do start to make double what I make. Shit, nigga, we living.
I'm just gonna chalk that up.
And I'm still and I still kill that spider for you. You know what I'm saying? So
one thing about everybody in this group, we are professional life livers. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's lived enough yet to even know that. I don't even want to call out her name. I don't know. I don't know. She's grown enough to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? She's make right or wrong decisions.
She's probably in her 20s.
Yeah, in
she's probably in her 20s and dumb. And also, I mean, she don't look good enough to demand that. You might have to make a little bit more. I don't know. You can't demand that.
I don't know who y'all talking about, but put it in the group message.
Let me know. If she chooses to deal with him, she's going to belittle him. Because if he doesn't make double what she makes.
That's just a crazy way of thinking.
You're just a sucker. That's all. You know, you're just a sucker with less money. I don't give a fuck how much money you make. You ain't finna belittle shit.
Because when I was making 30K, I wasn't getting belittled.
You don't shut the fuck up.
We won't even we wouldn't even make it to a relationship stage if you think you finna belittle me. Like, it'd just be like, oh no, this nigga fuck him. He ain't right. Yeah, you damn right I ain't right.
You get to come on the couch and watch a movie. Ain't no Ruth Chris for you.
We talked last week, man, about political changes and voting local. Todd brought it up, and we gave a shout out to Ferguson's first black mayor, the woman that finally made it over there. But Sabrina Fulton, the mother of Trayvon Martin, declares that she is officially qualified to run for Miami-Dade County office. For people who don't know, that's Trayvon Martin's mother. She got into the political realm after his death, after, going around the country talking about it, seeing the things that she wants to see changed and implemented. So I want to give a big shout out to Sabrina Fulton on going into the political stratosphere and looking to make change. And I think she's going to have a tremendous insight, coming from her background and the things that she had to endure and go through and the pain that she's had to see to help get things changed and get some reforms changed. So, we wish her nothing but the best on her quest to seek office.
Right on. Mm-hmm. That's major.
That's dope. I mean, I hope she's very successful.
Please go out and exercise your vote, man. If she on that ballot, y'all need to be voting.
Todd hit us with that. Todd just hit us with that old man lingo we was talking about. Right on.
Right on. Right on, man. Cool breeze. It sounds like that nigga finna say cool breeze out there.
Right.
I got damn young blood. All right, young blood. It's time for y'all to vote now.
Right on.
Speaking of vote, man, did y'all see them crazy ass lines in Georgia?
Man.
Right.
And all of the systems not working.
But what made it so bad? I understand they made it bad on
some
purpose.
Machines wasn't working. Some places didn't have enough machines. They said the machines was moving slow. Just basically modern day what we've seen in Georgia, voter like trying to purge people to get them to not vote, discourage them.
Mm-hmm. That was out there for hours and shit.
Now this was the primary, correct?
Yep.
Or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, primary.
I don't understand. But what's the purpose of that? Because you only got Democrats voting. You still
got to vote.
What you mean? Know. I mean, I understand voter suppression.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like it's. Yeah. I think it's kind of what we said with what we wanted to test out before we started the pod. It's a test.
Oh,
like shit. We don't want to figure out that it worked the day of. Let's test it out early.
But also, if they have a bad experience now, they might not come back.
Exactly.
Presidential election.
It's just sad what we do to me in this country, the way we do votes. I've seen in the past where they have said that like it would be a good idea to we got a lot of federal holidays. They've been given a lot of backlash on Christopher Columbus Day and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and turn a new holiday to a federal vote day. On voting day, everybody got the day off, no matter what. Your schools closed, all that good shit. Let's let people vote.
I'm all for that because most times it's on my birthday and my birthday be a holiday.
There you go. Who the birthday? Everybody can go vote.
Vote on my birthday, but that only makes sense because we have.
Wait a minute.
It's only on your birthday. One out of 7.
Every so often. So every so often I have a birthday.
Ain't that nigga birthday in December?
November 5th.
Oh, November what?
5th. Right when it's time to vote.
Oh.
Okay, so every 7 years it's on your.
That's usually how I remember to vote.
So,
but to be fair though, like one time, like it was crazy because one time in high school, I remember that we had the day off and we was off from school so people could go vote. So I don't get why, and that was only
high school.
Yeah. It was only one. It's like the early Bush era, the Bush one of them fucking Bush eras. But they gave everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't 18 yet in November, but
I was turning 18 in November.
Hell nah, Huda.
What?
Don't you got a late birthday? Like nigga, you were 18. So you got UAB, wasn't it?
I was 18 when I graduated.
Cause Huda goddamn about 3 years younger than everybody.
84. Like. I was in 84. I graduated in 02. How old that make me?
I don't think you was old. I was
17. I was. I wasn't voting. No. I wasn't voting. I wasn't voting. No, I wasn't. I'm not saying I was voting because shit, I really didn't vote until Obama. So I wasn't voting, but was my birthday.
Twist and turn. This sounds like a DJ story, though.
I never said I voted, but it's not. I never said I voted.
It was Obama.
I just said it was. I ain't vote till Obama. For real, bro. But I didn't say I was.
Everybody ain't that old as you, bro.
Right, nigga, 88.
That's the first time to vote, goddamn.
Shit, you ain't got one. Yeah, nigga. Before that, you probably was 18.
So I said, yeah, man. See, I remember when I voted for Lincoln. It was crazy.
That was what year was it? Was it 08?
2012, man. 2010.
No, that was the second time.
The second time.
8 was his first time.
Nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, so shit. I was.
You still should have.
No, 84. So that was 24. So before that, I was 20. I didn't vote when I was 20, and that was the only time I could have voted. I couldn't vote when I was 18 because there was no election, dog.
Okay, hold on, I got you.
He's still puzzled on everything.
I got you.
You tell me you didn't vote for Ronald Reagan?
There was only one election before
Jimmy Carter.
I see your segment now. I can't get right. I get it.
Yeah.
Nigga said first time you voted was Obama.
Hey, what were we even talking about, guys?
Politics. We was bigging up. We was talking about Georgia and they long votes. But since we still in politics, I just want to get this out the way. I don't want to stay on that long. Oh, what you got, Hoop?
I was gonna go politics too with the Minnesota City Council unanimously votes to replace police with community.
What does that mean? Can somebody explain? I'm sorry, I'm ignorant to it, and I know I should have read up on it, but I do not understand what it means to abolish the police.
I got the definition of it, so I had to look it up to be sure what defunding the police means, and it's a shorthand for a divest and invest model. Divested money from local and state police budgets and reinvested it into the communities, mental health services, and social service programs.
Which are needed.
Policing typically accounts for 1/3 to 60% of American cities' annual budgets. So defunding doesn't necessarily mean let's make these motherfuckers go broke and take all the money away. It just means divert some funds from here to these services that's needed. And some things that caught my ear is like, nigga, when a snake is at your house, just something simple. When a snake is at your house, people call the police. Police ain't goddamn taught to come catch a snake, or they're not really taught to deal with mental patients, or they're not taught to deal with a lot of situations when you call the police for those situations.
Yeah.
So defund it, send it to the right places, and create a lot of programs that America has gotten rid of to help people in those situations, and just really put it into police so they get the budget for it.
Gotcha. I just want to know, like, how many like iPads could you buy for the cost of a tank? Like more teachers for the cost of a tank. Why does the police need tanks? What are you gonna use them for?
I know a lot of that shit come from military surplus. So a lot of times what happens is
just donate.
The federal government is buying all of that shit for the military, and then when it's an overload, they kick it back to the police for reduce the cost. But to your point, yes, you're right. You could probably buy 1,000 iPads, a bazillion iPads for the cost of that little ass tank that y'all get. But I know it's a lot of programs that they use to get that, and some of that shit is subsidized and or free to the police.
Military should be defunded. We don't have money for education, but we got the biggest, military in the world times 7.
That's a different story, though. That's a different budget.
Well, I mean, it just goes all into it.
I agree, though. I do agree. And
then I think better education would help with a lot of stuff.
So
you wouldn't need as much police.
But sometimes you have to still question that, because the military does so many different things. Like, I have an employee who's in the military, and they've been designated to go out to places like nursing homes and clean them up and things of that nature. And so with that big old budget and those big old, that kind of goes into it too. So
the military provides a lot of people.
I guess still a crazy budget. But then
I was watching. It might have been Bill Maher, and I didn't get to finish. I fell asleep on it. But I think what he was saying too in it, and I'm gonna do better research, and I'm gonna come back next week with a little bit more on it. But he was saying that they keep saying defund and dismantle the police, that it's being branded as that they're really trying to get rid of police officers. And like Hoop said, that's not what they're trying to do. They just trying to defund, to reallocate the funds to different programs. Because like we said last week, you are calling police officers out to deal with a mental health issue when maybe that person needs to be getting picked up and sent to a mental health facility. Or you calling them to pick up somebody who's homeless when that homeless person just needs a shelter or somewhere to go to. So it's a lot of things that we're asking police to do that they shouldn't be doing. But I still think a lot of money needs to go into training, more training. I think that they need to have programs that are designed for police officers to be able to, instead of making it a code of ethics where they can, when they see people doing bad, I think it needs to be some kind of reward program or system that for you telling on an officer that is doing wrong, or you stopping an officer from doing some silly, stupid ass shit, that they get rewarded for. Because we saw it's a black lady. She got fired off the force for stopping another police officer from using the chokehold.
I saw that shit.
Yeah, and now they finna redo it. It was some years back, like 5 years or 6 years ago, that she got fired because she stopped somebody from using a chokehold. So see what I'm saying? That person needs to be rewarded, not fired. So that way you can get rid of some of these bad actors to stop making some of the good officers and the good people who are good at their job suffer with the bad ones.
Right, and they need to understand They need to understand that that's where the bad rap comes from. Because when you fire a person for doing good, then hey, we're not going to look at you as doing good.
Cops need to start being snitches more. They love snitches when they help
them.
You're
the cops. You're supposed to snitch.
Yes, you're supposed to snitch.
Your job.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How you gonna have street code like on one side, but then you want the crackhead to point out the drug dealer? No.
Yeah. It's crazy. We said something about homeless people. Oh, well, we was talking about politics. Did y'all see that Trump? And we don't have to stay here long. He changed that Juneteenth rally. He had a rally that was scheduled to go on Juneteenth in Tulsa, Oklahoma, of all places. And for people who know anything about Tulsa, that's where the Black Massacre happened on Black Wall Street. He had a rally set for a few days. He kind of was hard, said that he wasn't going to change it. But he actually came and changed the date and took it back. I don't know if y'all saw that. I don't know y'all thoughts, but let's get out of here quick.
What did he change it to?
The next day. June 20th.
June 20th.
To me, that's no different. That's still stupid.
But he actually said that he did say that he consulted with some of his black friends.
His many black
friends told him to change it.
Candace Owens
and Kanye.
Kanye quit. Kanye said he quit. Kanye said he was doing that just to help get people released from jail. I don't know how true it is, but if it's true, all power to you. But he claimed he quit. Yeah, he wore the MAGA hat and was on Trump's side just to get niggas out of jail.
Oh, that's
dope if that's what it really is, but it didn't seem like it. But.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it.
You buy that?
But as far as that, that shit's still creepy and stupid and makes no fucking sense for you to do that on that weekend at this time. No, go somewhere else, nigga. Go to Michigan or Ohio somewhere, wherever you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, why even go there at this time to do that? That makes no sense.
My thing is, if because he says his supporters aren't racist, then why is it disrespectful to have a rally on June 9th? You know what I'm saying, on June 19th? If your supporters aren't racist. No, your supporters are racist, and that was a terrible time to have that.
Yeah.
Do you think he that smart to even understand that was the date that was going on? Or you think somebody on his team may have said that? And he agreed.
He knew it. He probably agreed to it.
He do a lot of
I just don't give him that. I don't think he's that smart, guys. Like, I really don't.
When he picked that date, he knew
smart.
What it was.
He knew how to maneuver that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if his team brought it to him and said, this happened on this date and let's have it here, and he agreed. I don't think he's thought of it. Like, hey, let's do it on this date.
I'm gonna be. Think about
it like this. That riles his base up like crazy.
I think Trump is I think he's tremendous at branding. I think he's a genius at marketing, and I think he understands the people. When I say he understands the people, he doesn't do what the people like. Don't kill him like, oh man, he don't understand shit. No, if you don't get what I'm saying, what I mean is he understands what riles people up. He understands how to. From his days at working on the TV show and all that. What I mean by he understands the people, he knows how to get people engaged, upset, and push buttons to get the most out of whether it's you talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's us, destroying what he's doing, or it's CNN destroying what he's doing. That's why CNN and places like that start realizing we're not finna cover everything this man doing because he know what he doing. I seen Trump say that I got a big announcement. To get all the people to come in, all the different networks, and he didn't talk about nothing that they thought he was going to talk about. He talked about his golf course and opening and stuff like that because he understood that by me saying a big announcement, he understood that all of these people are going to cover what I'm finna say, and this is a great time for me to do what I want to do. And again, I'm not saying that he's a good person or none of that fucking shit. I'm just saying he's smarter than what you give him credit for, and he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
And don't mistake that we're saying that he's good at something means we agree with that good.
Right.
Good at being an asshole doesn't mean I like
basically he
asshole.
just peeped out how dumb a lot of America is.
That man trolling is on all Madden is Trump.
Yes, it's up 6'9".
Man.
And you gotta know it. Like sometimes that nigga do shit and I sit there and be like, man, I know what he finna do. Like you can see what he's setting up. But people just sit there.
And that's why I never listen to nothing he says because I know it's always ultimate trolling, no matter what it's about. It's always super asshole-ish.
Did y'all see the sick ass nigga in California? The man was arrested after feeding homeless people with chemical laced food and filming their reactions.
No.
It was a 38-year-old Robert Williams, I think. He was arrested and now facing numerous felony charges after poisoning 8 homeless people on video.
He black.
Last month in Huntington Beach. Looks like he basically fed homeless people food, telling them they were partaking in a spicy food challenge. But the food was not spicy. It was laced with a chemical twice as strong as pepper spray. And he sat there and filmed their reaction to the chemical.
They got him. He locked up.
Yeah, he locked up.
Good.
Should say his stupid ass for the dumb.
And that's something I really hate, fool. Like you
right,
fucking with vulnerable people. That's just not cool to me, man. Like,
at all.
That's just something I can't respect, can't understand, and whatever happens to you. Fuck it.
Yeah. I didn't know if y'all saw it, but it's just at a time like this when a lot of the country is starting to finally pull together and see light. Like Huda was saying, he was at a rally there was a lot of white people there, which is dope because they are getting in line with everybody else and trying to push for the betterment of things in this country. To see a fucking idiot who ain't got shit else to do but go around poisoning the home, like it could have been just as equally as good to feed those people just cause. But instead, you wanted to put poison in the people's food, man. You fucking sick bastard.
That's just the whackers of the whack, man. To just prey on the less fortunate like that.
Gin pop.
Gin pop.
Gin pop.
Mm-hmm.
And they gonna pop that dude.
Whoa.
Dummy.
Whoa.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese. Did y'all see Chuck E. Cheese reportedly might file bankruptcy and close over 600 locations?
I saw that, fool.
If they do, I'm running there grabbing me a pizza.
It hurt my heart, man. They was the first people to ever give me an opportunity at a job.
Why don't you sit there and let you back in there for a week for you to get back in that suit?
Nah, man, that rat stink as fuck. That shit funky in there, boy. You know, I don't wish that on nobody, man.
You know how many other people probably hit that little mass plate and you had your shit in there?
Yeah,
it's all kind of bacteria.
Got corona from,
probably so, fool. I just think about it. There's all kind of bacteria up in that rat, fool. That nigga got all kind of shit. They used to be hating on me because I ain't want to dance for him and shit. But fuck that bacteria filled rat.
They ain't hit you with the go in the Chuck E. Cheese.
How you gonna be a sad rat? How you gonna be the sad Chuck E. Cheese rat?
I wasn't sad, but no, fool, like, cause like it's multiple. Like, let me tell you, I told the story before. It's multiple people who played it. So the party before me saw the rat before me. They saw a nigga in that bit. He in there pee popping on the table. I'm not about to do all of that, nigga. I give you a cool 2-step and that's it. They want me to jig and jump around and
hey,
you ain't getting that cool.
Hey, his rat skills on All Madden. I seen it in person. That nigga kept Logan attention to take Christmas.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with the that kid in the table.
What that Beverly Hills Cop? What that shit? Uncle Buck. What that shit was?
Was he an elephant, a pink elephant or something? What was he?
Who shit was on All Madden though?
So you got to keep the kids' attention, man. That shit helps out, man. But that's fucked up, man, because it's not 100% in the works yet that they're going to file bankruptcy, but it is a super possibility. They've been trying all kind of shit since Corona. They've been selling food and serving food at some other name. Their pizza pretty goddamn good.
That pizza good. They could have been doing curbside.
Right.
Yeah, I seen a lot of other companies because it's a restaurant up here where they knew that people weren't able to come in and dine in. So what they did was all that inventory and stock, they was just turning around and like one day a week they would let people, you could pre-order and then come pick up stuff. Because the girl went and got some chicken patties, and I haven't been eating because I've been kind of doing keto shit for the last 4 or 5 weeks now. But I tasted a piece of Jordan chicken patty. Man, that shit was so damn good, but it came from a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And they let you order and go pick it up. And that's a way to stay in business. So sometimes, like if you somebody like Chuck E. Cheese, man, all you got to do is get on your social media platform and say, hey, we selling salad mix, because the salad was pretty decent, and we selling goddamn pizzas. Come get them.
Yep. Come on, get them. They had some shit on there.
I
was almost tempted. I was tempted yesterday to go get me a salad, but I still think about that shit all the time. I still have not eaten out the entire quarantine.
I finally started like a month ago, and I go once a week now.
I want a Zaxby. I want a Zaxby salad so bad. Them hoes be so good.
Yeah, man, boy, that Taco Mama was on point yesterday, boy.
At this whole group, you probably the only one. You probably did kind of everything still.
Mm-hmm. He's never quarantined.
Yeah, that nigga there, goddamn, was still with the shit.
That nigga hit. That mean your immune system should be up there.
Yeah, his shit sky high.
Man, okay. I don't know if I brought this up, but did y'all see the guy in Mobile that broke into the movie theater and was in there for like weeks?
Yeah,
he had the right idea. He had the right idea. I saw that shit.
Yeah, he got arrested too. Yeah, see, let him go, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This shit was going to hold anyway. That man was in there just eating popcorn. And y'all ain't going to open back up, probably.
Right, eating stale popcorn, watching the movie that ain't even out.
Oh, my man, I would have went all in the room. I would have figured out how to goddamn make the thing come on.
I'd have watched all the movies.
Hell yeah. That nigga hit a lick though.
Yeah. Black Panther 6. Let's see what this about.
You just getting all the drinks, popping the popcorn.
Cooking popcorn.
Hey, bro.
They say he was in there about a week before they found him.
Yeah. Speaking of Black Panther, I'm glad you said that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, y'all know where I'm going with it.
What? I don't know. What? I want to
get him.
Come on.
They gonna do it. But if they honest with themselves, I don't want to see Beyonce in Black Panther or X-Men. She's not an actor. She's not good at it.
I ain't know
she ruins every movie. Damn. She hasn't been in one good movie.
Lion King. What
was that?
Cadillac
Records.
She was in one okay movie.
Was it? I still haven't seen it yet. Was Lion King 2 okay?
Yeah, it was just a voiceover. You can't really, come on.
And it wasn't better than the first one. She was in Pink Panther, trash. What else she was in? The one with Idris Elba when she was like the other white.
Upset.
Trash. What other trash she was in?
They said she was pretty good in Cadillac Records.
That's what we said. We already said it.
Yeah, Austin Powers. Wasn't she in one of them?
Yep.
Trash.
I can't wait till I hope they eat your
What Daz basically was saying was it was easy to do Cadillac Records because she doing what she was doing.
She was being a singer.
She was being herself.
Oh wow, the range.
I hope y'all kill his ass. Get him.
Yeah, they coming for you, Joe.
Bro, she cannot be Storm, fool. She can't.
Hey, I'm not saying she can't, but I am saying that Halle Berry was such a nice looking Storm, was she not?
Yeah, now I'm definitely watching. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely watching, especially if she in spandex. Ooh yeah, buddy.
Now that's an old shit right there.
That's an old yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Old nigga lingo. There you go. There you go. Dad. Write that down.
But Beyonce, little soft talking ass. Hey, Megatron, whatever your name is, Magneto, please don't hurt us.
She was aggressive in one of the movies. I would use
the wind to defeat you.
I think the Idris Elba movie, she was a little aggressive in that one.
Man, that little bitty white girl got with her ass. Beyonce, you got 80 pounds on this little bitty girl. And she fucked you up.
Damn.
Now,
Beyonce like she about 6'1" too.
Now she gonna fight Magneto. Huh? Well, Houseway. No.
Get it. Crucified.
Did y'all see pivoting in the sports world? Did y'all see that Will Packard to highlight a movie on Doug Williams, my bad, the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl. They're gonna make in Hooter words a biopic.
Biopic. They ain't what
now you know how to say it. That nigga's gonna make a biopic.
No, I say a biopic. That's still kind of wrong though, because it's a biopic. What is it? I say biopic.
Biopic.
Biopic. There you go.
That's gonna be dope, man. Will Packard basically gonna highlight a biopic.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only right. Like think about like biography, biopic, same.
A biopic, man. That's gonna be on Doug Williams. Man. Did y'all see that?
That was dope. HBCU grad.
They got the right person,
right?
Too.
Yeah,
definitely got some guys.
I'm looking forward to all that shit.
Right.
I think too what's gonna make it live is because Doug Williams was like, as we was little, you know what I'm saying? So like to come back, because I think that was 89 he won, wasn't it? It's gonna be dope to go back and see the story that we didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like the trials, tribulations that he had to go through. Because even to this day, I don't personally know what none of that shit is. I just know that he won.
Go back.
I just knew that, because I know a lot of family members and stuff who thought, that was their GOAT, you know what I'm saying, coming up. So
and Will Packer, you black, so nigga, make sure you be black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go back to Grambling, put the bands and everything in that shit.
And man, we spoke about Tulsa, but LeBron James and I don't want to mess the young lady name up, the director.
Just leave it there then.
Devereaux.
Dummy.
But she's done a lot of like super black stuff. They're gonna do the whole Tulsa massacre thing.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. That's gonna be dope too.
Mm-hmm. Ava DuVernay? Is it Ava?
Yeah, Ava. What else?
DuVernay.
Say it.
Oh, I thought he was talking about somebody totally different.
Me too.
Like I thought it was a new person. The way that nigga pronounced that shit.
Hey, I told you I was gonna mess it up. I ain't with who. And then after you correct them, but I like to say it wrong.
Yeah, we was talking about sports, and we had brought up Jameis, and I didn't know this. I'm late, so y'all just tell me like this is some stupid shit that I just realized that I was late about. But I didn't realize that over the first 5 years, Jameis Winston had thrown for more yards than anybody except for Peyton. That's the only person.
Mm-hmm. That's it. It's just that they let his turnovers get to him, and that's the only. It still doesn't make any sense because even with the turnovers, he's so far better than a lot of people.
And that man,
I think that's why
this man come on.
I think that's why he got the confidence that he has. That you know what I'm saying. Like
he should.
Right. That's a big ass feat right there, fool.
Everybody outside of Peyton, and Peyton had a terrible first couple of years. The first 2 years of Peyton was pretty bad, man. Turnover wise,
Brett Favre was too.
Yep.
So he's on. If he gonna follow
that bad turnover,
yeah, he always just throw.
But it's hard for the simple fact that I just hope he gets that opportunity, and we can't. Us here speaking about it can't guarantee he's going to get the opportunity that we feel he deserves. So hopefully he will. But we all know, and Fresh says it all the time, man. Is because of that skin color, man. They get him out of there, and I never wanted to believe it, but the more and more it happened, the more and more you believe it.
Yeah, after seeing somebody like him and Cam, who are unbelievably great quarterbacks, and these folks, you mean to tell me they can't be starting on somebody's team? That's weird to me.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I had some. Go ahead, Kangaroo. I'll finish.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want a quarterback leading my team that spell how Cam Newton spell on Instagram. You can't be the leader of my team.
What do you spell?
Like a 12-year-old girl.
Oh, with the font?
Yeah. The font. No. And then you wearing jumpers and shit. No. Bye. You ain't that good.
You can do whatever the fuck you do as long as you get on that field with them cleats on and goddamn
you win. I don't
care.
Right. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. Your big dreadlocks. Have fun at it.
Yeah. I mean, led him to the Super Bowl and he nutted up in the Super Bowl.
It happens, man. You know what I'm saying? That was the one.
Can't put that out on his shoulders.
He was young. That was his first Super Bowl, and his team wasn't as good as that Denver team they ran into.
Right.
Yeah, they ran into a monstrous defense.
That was if he picks up that football, I think that game goes a totally different way.
Well, question. Just some hypothetical fun type shit. Him and OBJ was working out this past week.
Oh man,
it looked pretty good. What you think about Cam in Cleveland, and do you think that Baker's proven enough for them to keep Cam away?
I don't think I don't think Baker has proven enough. I think that if they even thought about bringing Cam to the Browns, that will make Baker implode. I don't think he's built to. I think it'll be too intimidating for him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I saw them throwing. I thought that would be like a crazy tandem, but then I also thought both of their temperaments that could also go equally bad.
Yeah, them niggas be fighting in the locker room at halftime.
But we said that, but
it's ultra competitive.
He be kind of chilling though. I mean, he go crazy, but he really be chilling.
Cool, Cam or OBJ?
OBJ.
Mm-hmm.
Punching the field goal thing and all that shit.
No, he ain't getting none yet. I think he up for it. Maybe this is third year because he came in starting. So I think this is his third year. I might be wrong. It's third or fourth year. But I think
he gonna have to show something because he's like he got two of the best receivers in the league and does nothing with them.
But they can't protect him. They can't keep him upright.
Didn't he get another one? Didn't he get another weapon? I think he just got another weapon.
He did. Kareem Hunt didn't play. I think was it Kareem Hunt?
Yeah.
What got drafted? Got signed to them?
Yeah.
So
them niggas got an offense.
They loaded.
They can get
but they just can't protect the quarterback.
He got Nick Chubb, but I think he got a new weapon. I can't think of who it is, and I think it might be from LSU too. Jefferson? Is Jefferson now?
No.
I mean, it's another weapon.
Is it the running back? Saleh?
No,
he went to Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Jefferson. I might be wrong. I don't know. But whatever. That nigga got a lot of weapons that he need to progress with and be good with. If he's not, then he needs to be out of there. He got a whole coaching staff fire who is a offensive-minded coaching staff. So we'll see, man.
They got rid of the GM too then.
I don't know. I know for a fact they got rid of the head coach. I'm not sure about the GM. Though. Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Did y'all see Mobile? Mobile's very own Bubba Watson, man. If y'all don't know who that is, he's a NASCAR driver. But Bubba Watson will be driving the Black Lives Matter painted scheme car in Martinsville this coming up week. Did y'all see that?
Go Bubba, baby.
Shouts out to Bubba.
My man had on that I Can't Breathe t-shirt with the Black Lives Matter on the bottom. He got a car where it's a white hand, black hand kind of united in one force. I thought it was a dope paint job, how they did it, how they, sponsored the car. I thought it was pretty dope. NASCAR also this week went out and said that they were banning all Confederate flags from flying at any of their stadiums or facilities.
We've
known that's always been synonymous with race car driving. We just kind of, it was kind of one of them things that everybody just kind of, you don't really say much about. You just kind of keep going, but they've banned it.
You saw NASCAR's
gave a real good speech about it.
You saw NASCAR's humorous response to the white guy who retired because NASCAR banned that flag. Yeah, he's like, I'm retiring because of that flag. Well, they were like, well, it's nice to know who you are, but have fun. Goodbye.
What, did we ever find out if that was a true response?
Yeah, I looked and I didn't see that response from NASCAR.
I saw it a few places on Instagram, a few places on Twitter from NASCAR, but NASCAR, they probably post and delete that shit because they don't want
it was funny nevertheless.
Just get my man's name right, it's Bubba Wallace. But
what I say? Bubba Watson.
That nigga play golf. Randy Watson.
That nigga, that's the
Bubba Watson play football too. That Ben was.
That's Ben. But Bubba Watson, white guy, play golf.
But nah, man, we've all mistakenly been coming back from Atlanta on a Sunday. I know I have, and it was race weekend, and all you see is just Confederate flags for
facts.
As long as you can see it.
And that's the thing, in Alabama, you see that flag still just too often, man.
That's gonna be weird how they play it.
It's crazy that y'all say that because Martin came. Martin he born and raised in Wisconsin, lived in Chicago all his adult life. So we went to like a grocery store or something, and you know how sometimes they had a Confederate flag on the back of their truck, driving them big ass trucks, and he was like, "Do you see that?" I'm like, "See what?" He's like, "That right there." I'm looking. I'm like, "Oh, the Confederate flag." Man, that's fucking crazy. He pulling out his own video and this shit because to him it was like something crazy to see. But I remember, when we played football, I remember, being in the locker room and them boys would have that shit on the back of their shirt. Like they had like a little shirt with it on it. And to who the point, it was one of them things that when we saw it, you knew what it meant and you saw it, but you just, you just kind of glazed over it and kind of went on about it. But
yeah.
And that's the thing. Like when you in that realm and you play sports, you play football. Like a lot of times, and that's really up until recent. There's just politics and beliefs are just super separate from sports. Yeah, and that goes back to when we used to always say, like, are people too vocal now on their political beliefs as well as their religious beliefs? Like, should we go back to those days where too many people didn't speak on it, or should we continue to move forward in the area we're moving in?
I'm gonna say this. I always knew that, with the Confederate flag stuff, that I knew what it represented and what it was a symbol of. But even now, as I get older and read more stuff, I'm starting to learn more stuff about it. Like, it was no secret that the Confederate flag was a representation of the South. The South was fighting to keep slavery. But then to go also back and see, what the president or vice president of the Confederacy was saying, how he thought that the Negro was inferior and that they should always serve whites and and that was one of the things that they're fighting, and to know that's the flag that they follow. It's really just kind of simple. The Confederacy was defeated. That flag shouldn't be flown.
Like, fool, and I'm glad you said that because in college I was a history major, but we never were taught that shit means hate. Which is fucking crazy. You study history the entire time studying history, and you never really learn the true meaning about it until you become an adult and talk amongst your friends and people and really understand what it means.
Man, fool, it's just my thing about that. It is a symbolism of hate. Now,
what
in middle school, it was kids that would use it. Damn, I do.
You see some symbolism all kind of wrong, but go ahead.
But all right, so it was white kids that would wear it, and it was cool. What they went home and did, I don't know. But the Confederacy was only 4 years old, and people keep talking about history. No, you just cool with that flag because what it represents, and which is hate. So that's just a way to say you're racist without saying it. No, it's about history.
I have a question. I have a question, and it's kind of a not tricky, but tough question. Can you see yourself being okay with a person who wears a Confederacy flag on their shirt?
Today, no.
I have. Like in middle school, I'm not in middle school, but in high school, like they would have, like you said, in the locker room, they had those little shirts on, and it went to Murphy, so it was very diverse. So it was just one of them situations where it wasn't affecting me. So whatever. But the high climate that is right now,
And I asked that because of stock statement. I asked that, and yeah, we would see those players or those kids with Confederacy flags on their shirts, and at that time we were kids, man. So yeah, I'm accepting of it, and I really didn't fully knew what it meant. So yeah, I accept it because you treat me good, you treat me cool, you treat me as a person. We're teammates. We go to war together. So yeah, but as an adult, I don't know. As an older adult who fully understands what that means, I don't know if I can accept that anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, as a teenager, like, because I went to the same school Ty went to, and it was damn near 50-50. And they'll be cool. They'll be, country or southern. I'm not gonna say a derogatory, name. But they'll be cool. But now, like, you don't know. Like, your dad might have said, oh, this is what we wear. Dad might have been racist. They might have felt different. But as an adult now in this climate, and after I've told you, no, that's offensive to me. Because I don't think I ever told or even thought about telling one of them that was offensive to me. Because I didn't find it offensive. Right. Okay, you just country, southern country, yeah.
And I've had a conversation back then, like who to say. I just didn't know. Like I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't know enough necessarily to be offended by. I was young. I was a kid. I wasn't really paying attention to that shit like that. And they never came off and treated me like that. Like we was all cool. You know what I'm saying? And I know people that I could say right now, I'm not going to say no names, but they was like some of the coolest people on the team that you was cool with and that you rock with. And they invite you to their parties and over their house and y'all kicked it and shit like that. But I seen them with the flag represented. And like I said, when we had a conversation about it before, they just said that it meant Southern heritage. Like it means I'm from the South. They felt like it was no different than somebody wearing a New York Yankees hat. The Yankees was considered the North. You know what I'm saying? And the Southerners was the Confederacy. So that's how that's how they summed it up. But knowing now and getting older and being more educated to know what that flag, it's the representation of what that flag is. Why now I would say something. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're not a kid anymore.
Flag represented. Because if that flag was still idolized or flown, or if that flag had been victorious, then me and you might not even be friends now. We wouldn't even be talking right now. So
we've never been teammates.
Yeah, ever. So yeah, that.
They don't fly Nazi flags in Germany anymore. Like, get rid of that shit. They don't have statues of Adolf Hitler. The shit was wrong.
And it's going in that direction, fool. It's going in that direction. I was looking at that on Twitter today, like in New Orleans, man. It's just so like it's crazy how much I don't know about my full history. Like I really have been going from there since I was 18. And that's basically like the same thing we're talking about now. As that 18 to 22-year-old kid, you're not thinking about those things as offensive, but it's so many street names, so many schools we've played against them. John McDonough, for instance. John McDonough basically fought for his right to own slaves, and he's over. He has a number. Like, nigga, we have so many John McDonoughs in New Orleans right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 32s and 34s. Like, it's so many, and that's what he left all his money to. He left his money to build schools in his name, and I see that they're hopefully working on a way to get.
That's no different than Robert E. Lee and Jefferson Davis.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Those down there in Montgomery. I wonder how long it'll be before those people, come trying to get them to change the name. I know they've been taking down statues, but at what point do those names change? Because they no longer represent the times that people want to be associated with. So it's just kind of crazy. I don't know, man. We saw what the fuck else happened this week? JJ Watt in sports. Did y'all see that a dude tried to talk for JJ Watt? He basically tweeted him and said, "I'm pretty sure you won't see at JJ Watt taking a knee," and he put 3 American flags. Mm-hmm. JJ Watt responded and said, A, don't speak for me. B, if you still think this is about disrespecting our flag or our military, you clearly haven't been listening to what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's
dope. That was dope.
Man,
and we were just talking about Baker.
Always been, you know, knew what it was.
Mm-hmm. And we were just talking about Baker, and Baker said he for sure taking the knee as well.
Right.
Yeah. And I was reading some NFL. One NFL reporter, he just did a lot of research. It's going to be a record number of NFL players taking the knee. You know, hopefully it's not for show. Hopefully it's for basically for what you know.
It should be all of them.
That rhyme, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's dope, man. It's for the cause, man. So just be for the cause and make sure you're not just kneeing just the knee. You know what I'm saying? Take the necessary actions to make sure shit change.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't the NFL come out with Roger Goodell say, "Oh, they finally understand that America is a problem with racism or some shit like that"?
Yeah, he said he reacted different. He reacted wrongly to Kaepernick taking a knee.
Right.
Would y'all be okay? Like at this point, would y'all even want Kaepernick to come back 4 or 5 years out of football?
I think it's kind of crazy. I think it's too late.
It's too hard, man.
I mean, you can if they do it, they're gonna be trying to save face or whatever. But
that's like what Stock said earlier. That's like coming back saying sorry.
Yeah,
like do we really want to? That's Starbucks. That's Starbucks. They being Starbucks.
And then for Pete Carroll, I should have signed Cap. Bitch, we thought you was finna sign him when you did. Nah, nigga, stay stupid.
Mm-hmm. Stay stupid.
Yeah, stay stupid. And I'm sorry I can't get right, but I can't wait to see old Jared this year. I am dying to see what old Jared Jones pull out his hat. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see what them niggas gonna do.
And I can't see. I can't wait to see what you gonna. No. Jerry is 70. He's a Trump. He's a 75-year-old white man who's elitist, who's gonna speak his mind when he has to speak his mind. So when these niggas take these knees, he's gonna say something about it, whether he feels good about it or bad. And I want to see what your reaction is gonna be. Once
he will not be against his players kneeling
again.
What you mean? No.
He was last time. I'm saying it now.
Dummy.
Okay.
Now.
You said, make sure you mark this because I'm gonna want it later. Put it in a special folder.
Hey, write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Keep all this, Des. Make sure now. I don't want no shit out of you when I come bring it up on episode 100. Damn, G, when he said it. When he said it, G.
Oh, he gonna say this one. He hate Jared too.
Yeah. Because shit, we already seen Jared tell me no player, no cowboy will be kneeling and shit.
Hey man, the world is different.
I'm
gonna try to be optimistic.
No, I think it was different.
Don't smooth it over now.
I think it was different then, but we'll see.
So it was different then, but it's not different now.
It's even more different now. It was different then as well. It was changing at that point too.
So it's different now from what it was then.
It is.
Okay, well, shut the fuck up. Why you have to say that then?
You missing the point, and it's okay. But don't worry about it, Jerry. You're a Jerrier. Just like them Trumpers, you're a Jerrier.
That was an attempt. I got your rebound.
Completion attempt. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
I'm saying, bitch, you
dummy.
Stupid ass
dummy.
Ted Cruz, bring your punk ass to the principal's office.
Stupid son bitch.
Ted Cruz decided to go take on to Twitter to say that defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we are all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want Mr. Ted Cruz now?
If equality is the truth and they can have white supremacy, we can have black supremacy. But that's not what I fully mean. Like, we're not asking for black supremacy, nigga. We're asking for black equality. So shut the fuck up. Who once ever said anything about black supremacy? If
you're saying you're defeating white supremacy, that means that if we defeat white supremacy, then we have equality, Terry Crews. That's what we want. We don't want black supremacy. We don't want handouts. We don't want gifts. We just want equality. So let's defeat the supremacy to have equality, Terry Crews. How about that? And you're right. We can't do it without all people. But shut the fuck up.
NBC signs the checks, man. You know,
I really don't have a problem. I really don't have a problem with black supremacy because I think that black supremacy is good. Like, nigga, we don't treat anybody bad. We treat everybody equal. We straight equal. So black supremacy would be equality to us.
I just want you to treat me like I'm just as good as you.
Right. Let's
like
just
Black Lives Matter too, dummy. He need to stop shooting steroids in his head. Like stupid ass.
And that's all. It's just all we trying to do is defeat white supremacy, where they say that whites are more supreme than others. And if you take that away, that means everybody is equal to everybody. And that's all we trying to say. And that's why, Mr. Cruz, you are the dummy of the fucking week.
Jigaboo. He's been on a dummy run. Jigaboo. He's been on a dummy run. He might be in the dummy of the year, goddamn.
And there's no in hell you're going to be in the next Friday. Because Ice Cube...
Yeah, Jigaboo. Ice Cube did some dope ass shit too. He was like, people looted a Walmart for $100K, and he was like, "How about I pay y'all the $100K and
leave them alone?" Yeah, that was dope.
That's super dope.
Yeah, other than that, man, any other information or news that we left off? I know again it was another heavy-filled episode of issues that are going on, but these are the issues that are pressing us, man, and this is what we're gonna talk about. So if you don't want to really hear about it, take off for a while.
We talked about no music, man. No music, Lil Baby.
Oh shit, Lil Baby. Oh my God, we trip.
You trip. Come on, let's go.
That's about that one train.
Y'all got topics? Fuck wrong with y'all.
Lil Baby, I just brought it up. Lil Baby, dope ass song, super dope song, super dope meaning, super dope wordage, and how he put all of that shit together, man.
Wait a minute.
What that wag mean? Yeah, listen, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Somebody listen to another single.
It's the exception to my rule.
You were supposed to wait on the album.
Same exception.
2 weeks in a row.
Same exception. It's the exact same exception.
That who the logic is crumbling.
No, it's staying consistent.
You die on the heels that you die on, fool.
Right.
Be like heel.
Hey, say that again. Say that again, Karen. Do what now?
Right. Speaking of somebody that died on a lot of heels, but the heels that you die on.
Hey Siri, stop. My Siri kind of listening to y'all. Hey Siri, stop.
The $90,000 pool.
Stop, bro. Thank you.
big pool. Fiberglass everywhere.
All of that shit.
I think he wouldn't accept that I sent him $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 pool. My boy kept saying, "Nah, pool $90,000 pool."
Yo, man, like I contacted them before. The people you sent me, I contacted them. All of them niggas, that's like some above ground shit. Like, I don't want a fucking above ground pool. Get the fuck out of here. And anytime I see some in ground shit, that shit be 15 or 20. And I didn't send that to say that that's what I wanted. I sent that to say, this the quote, these motherfuckers really gonna give me a quote for $26,000 and $75,000? I'm not getting that shit. But I sent it to show y'all that's what I got.
Yeah. But nah, Lil Baby did drop a song this week. What was the name of that shit?
I just had it. The Bigger Picture.
Bigger Picture. Dope song. I thought that it showed a range from Lil Baby that was. And it's crazy because we knew that a lot of artists was about to come with this kind of music. It was more of a conscious, woke, everything that's going on now. But to hear that from Lil Baby, I felt like was like amazing because I've always felt that he could rap. I felt like he got lyrics and then he a street rapper. And when you are a street rapper with lyrics and can then add substance to it, oh man, that's kind of almost unstoppable. You can't have all of those qualities. Right. So shouts out to Lil Baby, man, on that time, man. And as you can see from as I looked around social media from Twitter to Facebook, Instagram, it's well received, man. Everybody like calling it his moment. So shouts out to him for that music, man. If y'all ain't heard it, make sure you go get your ears on it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's super dope. And Da Baby has a version as well. His own version, the Rockstar song with him and Roddy Ricch. I'll send it to y'all. I don't know if y'all listen to it or not, but you got his own. I was like, is this the remix or this the exact same song? Because it's a song that they already made, but he remixed it with a new verse on it. But it still sounds like.
I don't want to hear a Dub Baby remix.
But
not where I'm at right now.
You back at the Baby.
Yeah, Lil Baby killed it. Meek killed it. The Baby won't add up to that. Lil Wayne and Nicki. Wayne and Nicki on his show, his last episode, they confirmed that they're gonna do a joint project. Do y'all care?
No.
Like, I don't understand. Like, this is another person who, like those corporations that we said, man, please hire me, man. Like, go do something with Drake. Or go do something with Lil Baby or somebody like that. But don't do something with Nicki, man. Like, both out of touch.
Yeah, both. Nicki out here working with 6ix9ine. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry. Just because of your affiliations, I don't want to hear it.
Sorry. Wayne could be so much more, man. I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna get sad about it.
Yeah, I'll be sad, but to be fair, I will listen. I don't know how many times, but I will give it the one listen to see what it sounds like. It's on. Wayne has earned that right from me to no matter what he puts out, I'll listen.
So I'm gonna tell you something, Hooter.
I'm not gonna continuously listen.
If she's anywhere near that shit, I ain't listening to her. You understand what I'm saying to you, Hooter?
You listened to her last album?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I did.
For what?
Let's see what it's on. I would remember we was going to Destin. That's the last time because we was going to Destin. Stock listened to, so he can't say he did. We was in the car together, and we just listened. Just because we have a podcast, you got to listen to shit like that.
Well, I'll let you chime in on that shit. I won't have an opinion on it. Yeah,
we had one. We actually talked about it. We had an opinion on it.
Anything else drop?
No, not that I saw. That's Taylor. What up, Taylor?
Well, other than that, any other news, any other information that we left off?
See what else? Anything else I'm missing? Happy Obama Day, guys. Happy Obama Day.
Happy Obama Day.
Father's Day coming. Will be shit. What is it? Next Sunday, right? Next Sunday, Father's Day.
Mm-hmm. It's usually on the Sunday.
Yeah, 20 something. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, happy Father's Day. We probably won't, happy Father's Day, everybody.
What you mean? We probably won't what?
No, I'm saying we ain't gonna be, this is gonna be the episode that is gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? Like, happy early Father's Day. We'll hit you.
The next time they listen to us, it is
right. It'll be Father's Day.
The next time we talk, it'll be Father's Day, so we can be happy Father's Day in ourselves.
Yeah, but that still won't come out. Ties and socks,
right? Yeah,
dummy.
Nigga, I send what I want now. Don't give me no fucking time.
You just send your card.
Fuck, I sit here. Look, here go a picture. Give me this. Don't give me no fucking. I got enough of them.
Then they gonna ask for a lens.
Probably.
That be gonna be $800.
Shit like a backdrop. A backdrop. Nah, no, $60, $70 backdrop.
I need some wireless. I want some wireless earbuds.
I want some AirPod 2s.
I want the Beats by Dre wireless earbuds. You hear that?
Put it out there in them streets, cuz. Put it out there in them streets, cuz.
Well, other than that, man, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Yeah, bitch, you.
Stay mentally stable.
Yeah, man. Be safe out there, man. It's rough.
Dummy.